So we have just started week 25. It is week 24, day 7, or week 25, day 0, depending on how you count. I personally count it as week 25, day 0. And I'm just having a look at the moment on NHS website because the NHS has a week-by-week breakdown to tell you what's going on, what's happening, what to expect, and things like that. Welcome to week 25. Now is the week that you need to tell your employers if you want maternity pay. Obviously, I am not employed. I am self-employed. So my employer already knows, and I still have another 3 weeks to wait before I can actually apply for maternity allowance. What's happening in my body? You could be starting to get a bit puffy and swollen this week due to water retention. Not yet. Although I'm expecting it. It's probably completely harmless, but do mention it to your midwife or doctor. They'll check your blood pressure just in case it's an early sign of preeclampsia. So I do not want to get too poofy. If you get any other signs such as splitting headaches, vision problems, or pain just below the ribs, then call your NHS doctor or midwife ASAP. So I need to keep an eye out for those. Are you feeling gassy after eating? Are you burping a lot? It's very common around now for you to be burping a lot. You may also feel more full than usual. After eating or drinking, you could get burning in your chest, bloating, and nausea. I'm halfway through my breakfast and the nausea's just kicked in. I'm having to wait a minute for it to calm down. This is probably indigestion and heartburn. Very common for week 25. Digestive problems are caused by your growing baby taking over some space while where your stomach used to be. God, do I know it. I have had non-stop heartburn since the start of the second trimester. It's actually gone away slightly now, but I have had non-stop heartburn since the start of the second trimester. It drives me crackers. What does my baby look like? Your fetus is around 34.6 centimeters long from head to heel. That's approximately the size of a courgette. Now, I don't know about the NHS, but last week they said that my baby was the size of a corn on the cob. I don't know how many courgettes and corn on the cobs the NHS have seen, but a corn on the cob, where I'm from, is a lot bigger than a courgette. The courgettes around here are actually really small. So I don't know how my baby has shrank in size, so I can't really use that as a comparison. This is an active time for your baby. A loud noise could make your baby jump and kick, which should not hurt but might take you by surprise. You might even feel the occasional hiccup. Your baby is now peeing in the amniotic fluid. Lovely. By now, most of the liquid around your baby is most likely urine, which provides cushioning and helps keep the temperature snug and stable. I literally have a belly full of pee, basically. An action station, start thinking about a birth plan, discuss it with your midwife, blah, blah, blah. I found that funny. I found that funny this morning to say that my belly is literally just full of urine and my baby is swimming in piss. I don't know why I found that so entertaining. I just did, so I wanted to share that. I'm still struggling to wake up in the morning. I don't know what it is, but I am really struggling. Well, I know what it is a baby in my belly, but I am struggling to get to sleep at night and I am really struggling to wake up in the morning, like really struggling because of a bad night's sleep. And I can't even say I'm having a really bad night's sleep. I'm having like a very disturbed sleep, but it's not terrible. I've had worse. Physically cannot get to sleep before 1 a.m. or before approximately 1 a.m. at the moment. Then I'm getting up at 2 to go to the toilet. Then I'm going back to sleep. Then I'm getting up again at 4 to go to the toilet. And then I'm going back to bed again. That is my new pattern of sleep right now when it comes to pregnancy. And it is not easy. Waking up this tired every day and then having to go to work, go through life, and then come home and still be tired because you've been constantly busy while not having time to rest. But then you can't physically get to sleep at night to then replenish your energy. It's not terrible. It's not, I sound like I'm complaining and I'm not complaining. I'm just explaining what's going on sort of thing. It's not the end of the world. You just sort of get through it. You just push on. You just carry on like you do every day. Thankfully, I've got an easy day at work today and then I need to go see my granddad after work because I was meant to go see him on Friday and then didn't get a chance because everything just went all over the place. So I'm gonna go see my granddad after work today, check on him, see how he is, come home and see what the day brings. I don't know whether or not this is gonna be the end of today's update, whether or not it's gonna carry on. Speaking about gassy and heartburn and everything else, perfect example right there. Hopefully I'll be able to get some exercise done tonight. I want to do some exercise tonight. I've been wanting to do some exercise all week, but I don't know because I don't know what state I'm gonna be in by the time I get home. I'm just constantly tired right now. I am constantly tired. All this, in the second trimester, you'll get lots of energy. You'll get all your energy back. Bullshit. Absolute nonsense. I've said this several times now. Absolute freaking nonsense. I have been more tired in my second trimester than I was in the whole of my first trimester. And I was bad in my first trimester. I'm actually still editing the videos for my first trimester. I'm just actually about to finish my first trimester videos. I think I've got 1 week left to edit, something like that, maybe 1-2 weeks. And the amount of times I was severely exhausted, especially after the anemia flare-up with the aspirin. Or should I say the colitis flare-up, which then triggered my anemia with the aspirin. I had days where I was knackered. Like, I had days where I was falling asleep at my desk tired. But that was okay, because it was only one day out of like 3. And the other 2 days I was fine. Whereas right now, it's every single day I'm waking up tired. I'm going to bed tired, but then I can't sleep. And I'm waking up more tired. It's so hard. It's not hard. Hard is the wrong word. It's a different kind of tired. That's the only way I can put it. Anyway, I'm going to head out to work, and I will hopefully catch you guys this afternoon if I manage to get some exercises done. If not, I'll see you tomorrow.
Coco's gone and pushed the ball all the way to the back of the dog pond. Good boy! Good boy, well done, come on. That's it, come on. Such a big swim. This is such a big swim. Come on, Bats, you can do it. Oh dear. Big long swim. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. That was such a big swim. Such a big swim. Doing a little dance. Doing the bum dance. Typical. I bring the GoPro out and the battery's about to die. What a great start. Hello everyone. It is week 25, day 3. And when I say week 25, day 3, I am beyond tired. Also, apologies, it's a little windy, so I don't know how well you can or can't hear me right now. So the last 4 days have been a blur. I've been so tired, so freaking tired. I am beyond exhausted. I really am beyond exhausted. I can't even remember what happened on Monday. I remember waking up being just so tired. I didn't get up until about 9:30 in the morning because I was out for the count. I could not wake up to save my life. And the original plan for Monday was to wake up, go to work, come home, do my exercises, and it was going to be a great day because I only had a small amount of dog walks. So it was going to be easy. Easy being those famous last words that never happened. During my first dog walk, the arm on my glasses snapped, which meant that I can't use my glasses anymore, which is problematic because I need them for driving. And luckily one of the arms have stayed on, so they are still balanceable on my face, so I can still drive with them on. But it meant that I had a slight problem of I now need a new pair of glasses. And I'll be honest, I've been putting off getting a new pair of glasses for 13 years because my prescription was working just fine. I didn't have any issues with it. I could still see when I was driving clearly, so I didn't want to worry. On top of that, new glasses these days are expensive, but because these ones had now completely broken, I couldn't really justify not getting a new pair, so I ended up having to book an emergency eye test. Where are you going? Yeah, you can't go. Where's your tennis ball? Where's your ball? Go get your tennis ball. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? She does this. She just randomly drops the ball and then expects me to know where it is. Nope. Where is it? Go find. She knows exactly where she's lost it. Anyway, like I was saying, I ended up having to go to the opticians, having an eye test. You've lost it, haven't you? Have you lost it? Where is it? No, just completely lost it. You're going to have to do that. Where is it? No, not eat grass. I give up. I've had to switch to my phone because my GoPro's about to die. So apologies if there's a bit of clicking and clacking and noise in the background. I was saying, oh yes, I ended up going to Specsavers Monday night for an emergency eye test appointment. 200 quid those glasses sent me back. 200 quid for 2 new frames and new prescription lenses. On the plus side though, in the 13 years that I've not had my eyes tested, I can confidently say that I've actually not lost that much vision in my eyes. I'm going to have to stop recording in a minute because it's someone cutting grass somewhere. Did you need a big stick? We needed a big stick apparently. So as I was saying, the glasses sent me back 200 quid, which was not ideal at all. Because I ended up having my Specsavers appointment, I ended up not getting home until about 6 o'clock at night. And I was hoping to go see my granddad on Monday night because he's still in hospital. Hopefully coming out this week, depending on his test results, and see whether or not the bacteria in the infection's cleared. Because I didn't get to go see him, when I got home I gave him a ring to see what's going on, see how he is, and had a catch up with him there. By this point it was 7 o'clock at night and I was still shattered, like absolutely shattered. I ended up doing some video editing, doing a bit of gaming with Jason just to try and just get my brain out of its funk, if you will. Coco, get your ball. And then we ended up going to bed early. I tried to settle down early but it was not happening. Stop, you're not bringing the branch. Come on. No branch. Yes to tennis ball, no to branch. Oh, Coco, this dog. She makes me giggle. She really does. I can't go anywhere till you move your giant stick. Come on, move it. It was late, I was tired, I got an early night. I didn't sleep very well Monday night. I had a very disturbed sleep last night. Minion was quite active through the night, and I don't know whether or not it was because of him waking me up or just the fact that I needed to go to the toilet a bit more during the night on Monday night, but I did not sleep well. And even though I went to bed early, I still didn't get up until nearly 9 o'clock. And I woke up just as tired, if not more tired than I did on Monday. I was so exhausted on Tuesday, and I had a really busy day as well. I didn't actually. I was meant to have a nice quiet day. It started off nice and quiet with just my dog walks. I got out early to make sure that I could finish early. I thought to myself, this is fine because I've got plenty of time available. I'll just get a nap when I get home. I'll nip the shops, I'll get what I need from the shops, and I'll have a nap when I get home. However, Jason was complaining Tuesday morning that he was also feeling really tired and exhausted. And a part of me thought to myself, oh, maybe we've caught something like the COVID or the flu that's going round, which is unlikely considering I've had a flu jab and I already have quite a high immunity to flu naturally. But COVID usually strikes me, but COVID doesn't really get Jason. He's only really suffered from it once. But he was saying that he was really tired and just something didn't feel right. After my dog walks, I was headed to the shops, and on my way to the shops I get a voice message from Jason. I get a voice message from Jason that he instantly deletes. Then I get a second voice message from Jason that he instantly deletes. I'm like, that's unusual. Is he okay? What's going on here? So I thought maybe he'd said something wrong or he'd missaid something or someone had started chatting to him mid-voice note, I don't know. Next thing you know, I get a phone call from him saying, Ash, I'm having a bit of a problem. I had a moment where I couldn't breathe. Oh, that's not good. And it turns out he does seem to have something on his chest. We don't know if it's a chest cold. We don't know if it's bronchitis. We don't know if it's a chest infection. But it does seem that he does seem to have an issue with his chest at the moment. So while he was out on the paddleboard doing his job, he suddenly had a tightness in his chest and he couldn't breathe. And so his work would not allow him to continue working for his own safety because he was clearly unwell, but at the same time they also wouldn't let him drive home because they were afraid that the same thing would happen on his way home and he'd end up in an accident. So he rang me and said, is there any chance you're free? Could you come grab me? If not, Jimmy said he doesn't mind dropping me off a bit later on his break. And I said, no, it's okay, I am free. I was literally just heading the shops. So I ended up driving all the way to Manchester to pick him up from work and driving all the way home again, which took an extra hour out of the day, which was going to be my nap time hour. But you know what? Jason's more important to me than a nap. He's like, his health, his safety is more important to me, always has been. Now the problem was I was actually going to a concert with my friend Vicky at 5 o'clock. She was picking me up just after 5. By the time we got home it was already 4 o'clock. So I only had an hour to get changed or to get out of my dog uniform, get a shower, get dressed, get food and get out again. And when you consider it's currently taking me on average 2 hours to do all those things, especially with the exhaustion, I did not have a lot of time. I just had to hope that Jason was going to be okay, stay at home and rest. Not that he understands the meaning of rest. And I rushed to get ready, thankfully got ready on time, managed to get a bit of food down me before we headed to the concert, and then headed to Liverpool to watch the Busted versus McFly tour. And unfortunately, one of the members of Busted, James, is actually really sick at the moment apparently, and all the band and the management team are worried about him. McFly are worried about him, so we don't know what it is he's ill with, but he is not looking good. He's not looking good at all apparently. The concert on the other hand was amazing. I don't know how the hell. Will you leave that poor tree alone? Where's your tennis ball? Yeah, get that. It's your tennis ball. I don't know how Vicky got those seats. And for so cheap as well. They weren't that expensive. They were only like 60 quid. But we booked them nearly a year ago. Long before we were ever expecting either of us to be pregnant. Vicky, unfortunately, is still not doing very well with IVF. Coco! What is it with you and ripping branches off trees? Anyway, Vicky's still not doing that well with IVF, sadly, and she's still not had any success. So they've got, I believe she said she's going to have one more attempt, and if this attempt doesn't work, then I believe they're giving up after that point and just accepting that it's not meant to be. So I don't know. It's a very difficult position for her to be in. But either way, that's a completely different subject and a completely different topic. The seats that she got were about 30, maybe 40 metres from the stage. We were so close. We were so freaking close. We could see everything. We could even see their facial features up close. We could see all the gestures. Like, it was amazing. It was the best. Where's your tennis ball? You still got it? Good. It was absolutely amazing. It really, really was so good. And even without James, the members did such a great job of trying to make him be included without actually being included, sort of thing. But we didn't end up getting home from the concert till about 11:30, give or take. So that was a very, very long day. And as you can imagine, when I'm already shattered, Vicky was shattered as well because she'd been in work since 5 a.m. It's a very long day for both of us. Oh dear. Anyway, Tuesday night when we got home, like Jason was already in bed. And as I rolled him over, Minion started kicking. And it was very, very, very obvious kicking. So I said to Jason, because he was still awake, pass us your hand a minute. And I put him where Minion was kicking, and he actually felt Minion kicking for the first time, which was very nice, very exciting. Because he's not felt him kick before now. Every time he's tried to feel him, he's rolled over and gone, nope, no, he's not allowed to feel that yet. But last night, Tuesday night, he finally got to feel him kick for the first time, which was very nice. Wednesday, I had another quiet/busy day. I just had my usual 2 group walks. Got up around 9 o'clock again, absolutely exhausted. Again, I've been so tired these last few days. Went and did my blog walks, and then I had to go straight to my midwife appointment because I had a midwife appointment at 3:30. Was waiting for my midwife appointment for close to an hour. I was waiting for quite a while. Finally got in to see my midwife. Everything is still looking good. Baby's heartbeat is still normal. My CO2 levels are still normal. My blood pressure is still normal. Baby's in the right position. Feeling good. Feeling big. Very, very active. My God, was he active yesterday. From 12 o'clock in the afternoon all the way through to midnight. He did not stop moving yesterday. He was so wriggly. I felt every twist, every turn, every elbow, every hand, every kick, every jab. And at one point, I don't know what body part it was, whether or not it was his head or maybe a leg, but I had something sticking out up by my ribs, and it was a very obvious, it just felt like pressure, just like pressure from the inside, like I had a balloon expanding from the inside of me. And then when I put my hand there was a very obvious round lump. There was something sticking out of me at that point. But that was actually quite nice, to be honest, to actually feel him physically, not just as a movement, but be able to physically feel him from the outside was a really nice sensation. But he did not stop. He did not stop wriggling all freaking day. And I don't know whether or not that was why I was been so tired the last few days, whether or not he's going through a really big growth spurt, and because he's moving so much and turning so much and twisting so much, it's just draining me of my energy. I don't know. But it did make me laugh when I went to see my midwife, because when she was checking for his heartbeat, as soon as she put the, I want to call it a sonogram, is it a sonogram when they listen for the heartbeat? I can't remember. But as soon as she put it on my belly, he kicked it off. Literally the second it touched my belly, boom, booted it straight off. And then the entire time she was looking for his heartbeat, he was kicking it and kicking it and kicking it. And then when he couldn't physically kick it, he started kicking her elbow or started kicking her arm that was nearby, and we were both giggling because he would not stop moving, and it made it very difficult for her to actually monitor his heartbeat because he was just constantly on the go and then would twist out of place or move position. Oh my God, he's so active. He is so active yesterday, which was really nice, to be fair. It was really, really nice to actually know he's so happy and so movie and so active. It's going to be a nightmare when he actually comes out if he's still just as active, but it was nice to actually know that he is doing well. So that is what's happened with me for the last 3 days. I got home about 5:30, and I was still shattered like I am now. I was beyond exhausted. So I said to myself, you know what, I'm not doing any video editing tonight. I'm not doing anything else. I'm just going to have a game. I'm going to have a play. I'm going to let my mind turn off, and I'm hopefully going to get an earlier and better night's sleep tonight. I ended up playing Age of Mythology till the wee hours of the day. I say the wee hours of the day. Till about 10:30, 11 o'clock. Went to bed, got in bed, got up 3 times in the night to go to the toilet. Whereas recently I've only been averaging once or twice. It's been the last 2 days I've been averaging about twice during the night that I've been getting up to go to the toilet. And then I woke up this morning. My alarm went off at 8. My brain woke up, but my body did not. My body did not want to get out of bed today. It did not want to wake up. I was literally lay there, awake, thinking, hearing, sensing everything around me, but I could not move my body. And it wasn't like sleep paralysis level, I can't move, because I was conscious. I was fully conscious. It was more the fact of I could get a twitch out of my arm, but I couldn't get it to physically lift up and move. It was like I had zero energy. It's like my body had zero energy. I was just a sack of potatoes this morning. And I was like that for about an hour. I didn't get up until about 9:10. I roused a couple of times, and then within seconds of me rousing, my body fell back to sleep again. My brain stayed awake while going, well, you goddamn get up, woman. And I just could not get up. My body was not having it. I physically felt like a lead weight. Anyway, eventually I got up, feeling just as tired and just as exhausted as I have for the last 3 days. And now I'm out on my dog walks, having a good time, aren't we, Coco? She could not care less, she's playing Find the Tree. And when I got up, I got my breakfast and then I decided to have a look at week 26, which is next week, on the NHS website, because I always do this. I'll read the week that I'm currently in, and then about halfway through or a few days into the week I'm currently in, I'll have a look at next week to give me an idea of what to prepare for, what to expect for the following week. And the very first thing it said at the top of week 26 on the NHS website, you might start feeling tired this week. It's a week late. I have been feeling nothing but tired for the last 4 days. I have been exhausted, beyond exhausted for the last 4 days, and I wanted nothing but to crawl back into bed and go to sleep. I wanted nothing more than to crawl back into bed and go to sleep. I am shattered, beyond shattered. I'm so tired. So if it says week 26 I'm going to start feeling tired, and I'm already feeling this tired now, I am not looking forward to the third trimester. I am going to be comatose 90% of the time, and I am not looking forward to that one bit. But we are only 2 weeks off, or 2 weeks away now from the third trimester, which is crazy to think, because it still feels like it's gone very slow in some ways. It still feels like the second trimester especially has lasted a really, really, really freaking long time, because nothing happens during the second trimester. You have a couple of appointments, you have a couple of checkups, you have one growth scan. That's it. There's nothing really happens in the second trimester. You're just waiting, compared to the first trimester when you have your symptoms telling you that everything is going on. And granted, I've had more symptoms in the second trimester than I had in the first. What are you doing? Playing with sticks now. Well, anyway, it's been a long one, and if I'm this tired now, I'm dreading to think what I'm going to be like in the third trimester. But we're nearly there. We're only 2 weeks away from the third trimester, and then we're only a couple of months away from baby actually arriving, it's weird because the time has gone so slowly. It feels like it's gone so slowly, but then when you look at it in a different perspective and you think, oh, there's only 2 to 3 months left of this whole pregnancy journey thing. I think 3 months. Yeah, because each trimester is like 3 months long, but there's only about 3 months left of this pregnancy journey, and 3 months doesn't feel like a long time. It's like when you say like 12, 13, 14 weeks, like that actually feels like a long time, but when you say 3 months, it doesn't feel as long. But anyway, I am going to finish my dog walks. I'll be honest, I don't know if I'm going to get any exercise done tonight. I genuinely think I'm going to end up getting home and just falling asleep. I need the extra sleep right now. Oh, I'm too tired. When I see people having extreme... Bless you. Hi. Is it time to go? Have you finished your game? Okay. Time to go, apparently. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to do any exercise when I get home because I'm so tired right now. I just want a nap, and I still need to finish the video that's meant to be coming out tonight. Although I think it might be an extra day away now, I'm not too sure. Either way, I'm going to go home. Well, I'm not going to go home. I'm going to finish this dog walk, go to the shop and pick up bits, go see my granddad, and then I'm eventually going to get home and probably have a nap, and then God knows what's going to happen after that nap. But tomorrow I've only got one dog walk, so I'm really hoping if I can get to bed early, get a very lot of sleep tonight, I might just have enough energy to do some exercise tomorrow. It's now week 25, day 4. And it's another day of exhaustion. I did manage to go to bed early last night. I ended up just resting. I ended up just resting and chilling and just trying to recover from the exhaustion that I've had over the last 4 days. Didn't work. I still managed to get to bed early, but I still woke up shattered. Because Jason's car was at work, because I had to pick him up on Tuesday, I had to get up extra early in order to drive him to work. I struggled to get out of bed. I managed to get out of bed in time, but I got out of bed. Zombied my way to Jason's work, zombied my way back, got breakfast, got my parrot sorted, and then I just physically couldn't function. I just sat watching birth vlogs at my desk, just zombied. Until I had to leave for work. Thankfully I've only got the one dog walk today, which I've now got out with me. We've got Walter somewhere behind me over there and Basil over there, both playing find the treat, so keeping themselves preoccupied so I can have a minute to rest. I am tired again today. I've just got no energy, and I tell you what, yesterday the acid reflux or the heartburn, whatever you want to call it, wasn't great. Today it's really bad. It's really freaking bad today, and I don't know whether or not that's because Minion started moving. Like, he started getting a bit kicky about 11. He's just stopped in the last like 20 minutes. He started getting kicky again about 11, and I don't know whether or not he's been kicking towards my stomach or whether or not the pressure in my stomach is what's been causing the acid reflux and the heartburn. But my god, it's been bad today. It's been so bad. My throat has been on fire nearly 24/7. This has been by far the hardest week of pregnancy. By a landslide, this has been the hardest week of pregnancy to date, because the exhaustion has just been on a completely different level. The level of exhaustion I'm currently feeling is kind of like what I'd experience if I was having a colitis flare-up or an anemia flare-up. I say flare-up. Anemia isn't technically a flare-up, or say if anemia is affecting me. This is the kind of level of exhaustion I'd expect, but usually my anemia exhaustion lasts maybe 1 or 2 days and then goes away, and I can usually battle through it. But this week, the exhaustion this week has been unlike anything I've ever experienced. I've just been a zombie. I've been a pure zombie for days now. Current plan at the moment is finish the walk with the boys. Like I said, this is my only walk today, thankfully, which means I can go home and have hopefully an easier day. And then after the walk with the boys, I need to go to the shop, get some bits, because we are very low on food right now. And then after I've gone to the shop and got some bits, time to go home, and I'm just going to go straight back to bed and get a nap and hope that that recovers some kind of energy to allow me to do some exercise tonight. I don't know if it will or not. I'm hoping it will, because I'm getting really frustrated with going 2 weeks without exercise again, especially when right now I need it. I'm only 2 weeks off my 3rd trimester. I really need the exercise and the stretching right now. I'm gonna take my time with this walk, see how I get on, and I'll hopefully see you guys after my nap. Even if I don't do any exercise, I'll update you with what's going on after my nap, because I need to zone back out. Also, another thing I forgot to mention is I'm burping a lot, which apparently is common around now. Around the 25-week mark, you do start to get gassy apparently, and start burping an awful lot and getting a lot more heartburn, acid reflux, because of the lack of space with baby growing. But my god, I'm burping a lot. Just randomly through the day. Sometimes 4 or 5 times in a row, you'll just get a random burp come out of nowhere. Do you know what? I'm enjoying this whole pregnancy thing. I'm enjoying being pregnant. I'm enjoying feeling Minion kick, and I'm enjoying the whole process. To be honest, the exhaustion doesn't bother me too much. It's just irritating more than anything. But my god, the heartburn, the acid reflux in the stomach, that so far is the worst part about pregnancy for me. The morning sickness has been manageable, the nausea has been manageable, the exhaustion has been, minus this week, manageable, but the acid reflux and the heartburn, don't like it. No like it. The only downside to pregnancy I've had so far is the acid reflux and heartburn. So it's still week 25, day 4. I'm not long got home from work, and I'm tired, but I'm not sleepy tired. I'm exhausted tired. So I've put the shopping away. I've come up to bed in the hope of getting a quick nap. Just gonna see if my body wants to go to sleep, if it wants to rest, and just let it reset, see what it does, and hopefully I'll have some energy a bit later. That's the hope anyway. It would be nice to have some energy later. So I will see you in, what time is it now? 2:45ish. Guess find out what time I wake up, eh? So it's a bit later in the evening now. I ended up waking up about 4 o'clock. I didn't even think to record anything. I literally just got up, got out of bed, sorted my parrots out, did some training with them, spent some time with them, came downstairs, waited for Jason to get home. When Jason got home, we gave him the dinner, put him to bed, we got something to eat. And I'm still tired. I'm still so sleepy. That nap was not enough. Jason's just in the kitchen at the moment doing the dishes. Oh. Pardon me. Sorry, like I said, this week apparently is burpee week, according to the NHS website. I'm still so sleepy. That nap was not long enough. I could have easily slept longer. The reason I ended up waking up is because Minion was booting me in the bladder quite a lot. Oh, I'm so tired. So I had to get up and use the toilet. Since having my dinner, I've done some video editing, which I'm currently doing again now. And I've also been watching some birth vlogs while I had something to eat, as well as some new mum vlogs or what to expect in the first week kind of vlogs. It was actually quite nice today because one of the female fitness people that I follow, Kitty Calisthenics, or used to be Kitty Calisthenics, she's now Kitty Valkyrie. She reminded me of why I changed my YouTube name away from calisthenics in the first place, which is that she decided to change her name from Kitty Calisthenics because she's actually a hybrid fitness person. So she doesn't just do calisthenics, she also does some weight training, she does running and other kinds of things. And I was thinking about it, I was like, well, she's got a point actually. Calisthenics mum, as cool as it does sound, doesn't actually suit me. It does, because I do intend to do calisthenics, and calisthenics is one of my training, part of my training, but that's just it. It's not just calisthenics. I'm not just calisthenics. I go paddleboarding, I go running, I go swimming, outdoor swimming, and I do all these other mobility and flexibility and everything else that's involved. And not all of my videos are fitness-based. Like, I'm trying to make them more fitness-based, but they're not all fitness-based. A lot of them at the moment are pregnancy vlogs or holiday vlogs or memory vlogs. So to call myself calisthenics mum suddenly felt off. It suddenly felt weird, and it suddenly didn't represent me. For some reason, I'm not too sure. I got so excited by that name change as well, because like, yes, this is going to be the start, this is going to be the future. And then I realised the same thing, or Kitty reminded me of the same thing, is the reason I changed my name from calisthenics in the first place, because it used to be Draconis Calisthenics or something like that, or Dragon Calisthenics. And the reason I changed it away from that from the first place was because my videos aren't just calisthenics, they are a variety of different fitnesses, and me just being a fit person, or me trying to become a fitter, healthier person. Today I actually Googled, well hang on, is there actually a fit mum on YouTube, or like fit mum vlogs on YouTube? Turns out there isn't. So I decided, well, that should be my name, because that is the encompassing of my channel. I am trying to get fitter, I'm trying to get healthier, I'm trying to get stronger, and I'm about to be a mum, which then lines up with my pregnancy videos and some other videos I have planned for after little one arrives, like trying to exercise with a newborn, the realities of the first week with a newborn, because I don't want my videos to be just about pregnancy and being a mum. It is primarily my fitness journey and holidays and memories. I felt like I needed vlogs in the title, because I have noticed since changing my name to Calisthenics Mum, I have gained a lot of new viewers, but none of them are subscribing. In fact, if anything, I've lost a lot of subscribers, because a lot of my subscribers were here for my running journey. And on top of that, I think a lot of the newer viewers are coming because of the title being Calisthenics Mum. And at the moment, there's not a lot of calisthenics on my channel. So at the moment though, I hope to change that in the future. So I decided to change my name again. Instead of Ash J Vlogs, which is what it was, and at the time it worked, I've changed it to Calisthenics Mum, and then realised Calisthenics Mum is not ideal, because I don't want to box myself into calisthenics. As Kitty said, she actually worded that perfectly, about boxing yourself into a certain niche or a certain type when you actually do a variety of things. When I realised that Fit Mum Vlogs wasn't actually a channel on YouTube of any form, I thought that's the perfect thing for me. So I am now Fit Mum Vlogs. I am still Ash, but the way I see it is I am no longer just me. It is now me, and not necessarily my little one, because I do want to try and keep them out of my videos as much as possible in the future. I am going to have them in my videos for maybe the first week after they're born, while I'm getting used to being a new mum. And then after that point, I will start blurring their face out just for their own privacy until they are old enough to consent to be in the videos. Plus, there is a lot of weird people or weird things that you can do with AI when it comes to babies and baby faces, and don't want that for my child, so I want to try and keep their face off the internet as much as possible after the first week. So because of that, I still need the channel to be about me. I need the channel name to represent me more. So even though, yes, I am going to be the calisthenics mum in the fact that I am going to be doing calisthenics, I need it to also encompass the rest of my life, because my vlogs aren't just calisthenics. So hopefully this name change will actually help my audience work out what kind of channel I am, not put people off as much the fact that I'm not just doing calisthenics. And who knows, maybe one day I'll go back to obstacle course racing, or maybe one day I'll go back to pole dancing, or one day I might go back to aerial hoop. One day, or hopefully one day, I'll go back to outdoor swimming and mermaiding once Minion is born and I've got a bit more free time, or I've got someone to babysit so I can actually go. It's a very long process, but we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there slowly but surely. But yes, my channel name is now Fit Mum Vlogs. I've changed it one more time, and it is going to stay Fit Mum Vlogs for a very long time, I feel, because at the moment that is who I am. Anyway, I'm done for the day. I am shattered, I'm exhausted, I'm knackered, and I've done a lot of talking today. Jason's behind the camera. You can probably see his shadow dancing away. So I am going to finish this part of the video here and probably do... Yes, you're very beautiful. And probably do a second part to this video. If you are single, find someone that makes you laugh on a daily basis, because it's just... You'll have such a happier life if you do. Thank you for watching up to here, and I will see you in the next video, hopefully in a couple of days or whenever it's next out.